Today we start with a brief introduction about the subject ICT, Cambridge ICT. The subject is very useful and interesting for students who are going to attend any kind of universities, any kind of faculties, any kind of education. Even if you wish to become a physician, you want to become a doctor, you want to study business, of course, if you want to study engineering and you want to study computer science, ICT is very useful because ICT gives you a very strong introduction about using computers and using ICT. First, we'll be introduced to software Microsoft Word. With Microsoft Word, you can write a report, you can write a letter. Definitely, all sort of communications nowadays are produced using computers. So you need to be able to use the computer to produce reports. Also, we will study another program that is, for example, Excel. Excel is very useful, for example, in creating charts. Like, for example, if you have this sort of data and you like to present it in the form of chart, if you are doing this by hand, you need to use graph paper and you need to set up a scale. But if you are using computer, then I think you simply highlight the data and insert a chart. Then a chart that is colorful, a chart that has a lot of information. The scale is automatically set, and probably in ICT, probably you will be copying this and putting it into a document produced by Word. So this is a typical task that already appear in ICT. You create a chart using Excel and then copy it and put it with Word, or even copy it and put it in a PowerPoint that is a presentation. Like, for example, if you're creating slides talking about some sort of trading or some sort of marketing, and you like to show a chart of the trends and numbers and graphs, you create it using Excel and then you copy it into PowerPoint. And at the end of the exam with for ICT, it is you will be asked to print the product of your work, and this printout will be marked. So you have to be very careful about printing. But the important thing to notice from the very first day is that ICT is not only practical. ICT is practical and theory. So we also need to study theory. I have my own theory notes and I have my own practical notes with all my teaching experience that has been like for 20 years teaching. With all my teaching experience, bind it together in these notes. So talking about theory, we have to study topics about introduction to computer systems. Like, for example, the very first thing you need to know is that the computer system consists of hardware and software. Hardware are physical parts of the computer, like keyboard, mouse, but software are programs. And we will be studying programs like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access, Microsoft PowerPoint. In short, we will be studying Office applications. And these applications are very useful, very essential for any graduate from a university. So you need all these skills. Even if you do not study it in the IG, I think you will need to take some courses in the university to cover these topics, because you will be examined, especially in private sector universities. They put a lot of stress on computer skills. Of course, you know the way to achieving an A star in any IG subject is that you follow the instructions of the teacher, you do all the homeworks, you practice a lot. It is very important to practice. Mainly, our classes will be practicing. Studying practical is just about doing past papers and doing exercises from already exams, from already used exams, and also it is very important to stress on recent exams. We have to study the most recent exams available, like 2019, because always they invent new ideas, technology changes, and also the syllabus and the style of exams. Also, we have to study theory. So I have prepared for my students a complete classified past paper that covers all the theory. A past paper starting from March 2015, which is rather old, from rather long time, until specimen 2012, everything is compiled and classified and arranged according to topic and arrange according to chapter. You just need to follow and do all these exercises, and hopefully inshallah you will get your A star and get the mark you wish and go to the university you wish. الانبوت ديفايسز بتدخل داتا للكمبيوتر، زي الكيبورد بكتب بيها، الماوس بدخل الكوماندز، السكانر والكاميرا، كل دولت انبوت ديفايس. الاوتبوت ديفايسز اللي هي بتخرج داتا من الكمبيوتر، اللي هي زي البرينتر وزي البروجيكتور وزي السبيكر. طيب تعالي هنا تشوز. The physical components of a computer are called which one of these? Hardware.
Hardware.
Excellent. The programs and data of a computer are called? The programs and data of a computer are called software. طب أسألك سؤال. ما هو بصي, you should be picking up out of these. ماشي. The device used to input sound is called a?
Input sound. الميكروفون.
Excellent. The device used to store data is called a?
A hard disk drive.
Excellent. يبقى create a document called evidence. هروح فاتح هنا مايكروسوفت وورد 2013، وبعدين هجيب من هنا فايل سيف از، وبعدين براوز، اروح رايح على الديسك توب والفولدر 15 نوفمبر بيبر 2، والفايل نيم هيبقى اسمه evidence. فهمت انا عملت ايه؟ عملت لك make sure your name, center number and candidate number appear on every page of this document. عاوز اسم يظهر في كل صفحة، زي ما قلت لك لازم الاسم يظهر في كل صفحة. تمام؟
تمام.
طيب بنعمل الكلام ده ازاي؟ في حاجة اسمها header and footer. ادي برنامج وورد، وادي من هنا insert، وادي من هنا header، واختار مثلا blank header and then you should type your name. ادي هنا يا ستي name، انا كده كتبت اسم. ماشي. followed by your candidate number, for example EG159, followed by your center number. ماشي. so this is center number, this is your candidate number, this is in the head. ساعتها هيظهر في كل صفحة.
تمام.
ماشي. واروح دايس سيف. تعالي اعلمك كونسبت اسمه سكرين شوت ايفيدنس.
تمام.
تمام. بص بيقول لك ايه. add the following contact to your address book. ماشي. طيب
ماشي.
في برنامج معانا اسمه اوتلوك. البرنامج ده بيخليني اعمل كومبوز لايميل. add the following contact to your address book. في اوتلوك اقول له نيو كونتاكت. ماشي. نيو كونتاكت. ماشي. وهكتب اسمه وهكتب الايميل ادرس المطلوب. ماشي. بصي بقى الحاجه المهمه.
اوكي.
يبقى دي ويندو فيها some answer. This is the required name, this is the required email. بصي بقى اللي جايه دي هي دي اللي عايزك تتعلمي. show evidence that you have created this contact showing both name and address by taking screenshot evidence and placing this in your evidence document. ماشي؟
اوكي.
ماشي. عندي برنامج اسمه سنيبنج تول. البرنامج ده بختار من هنا نيو واعمل هايلايت على الحته اللي تتصور، واروح في فايل الوورد واعمل بيست. يبقى احنا
ماشي.
عندنا في الوورد ادي اسمك مكتوب هنا عشان this becomes your answer، وادي هنا مريم سيد اللي هو قال لك اكتبيه، وادي الايميل m.sayed@cie.org.uk. تمام
تمام.
خلاص تمام.
خلاص. تمام. اوكي.
يبقى انت كده عملت سكرين شوت evidence in the evidence doc.